Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to another episode of Voice of Red Hackle, a podcast of the cadets, by the cadets, for the cadets. So today we have with us Senior Under Officer Gennesaret AB Kharkongor from NER Directorate.
Jai Hind, ma'am. My name is Senior Under Officer Gennesaret AB Kharkongor from 2 Meghalaya Battalion, NER Directorate, and right now I'm pursuing a course BA LLB in Northeastern Hill University.
So ma'am, could you please tell us something about Meghalaya?
Yes, ma'am. So about Meghalaya, it means abode of clouds, also known as Scotland of the East during the British rule. And Meghalaya is known for its picture-site landscape and beautiful tourist spots where people usually visit Meghalaya. The places like Cherrapunji, Kalikai Falls, and Living Root Bridge. And the Living Root Bridge is made up of rubber tree that symbolizes the Khasi culture, its connection with nature, and also there are many other beautiful places as well, like Seven Sister Falls and Elephant Falls, and many other falls that really connects Khasi cultural heritage with nature.
Yeah, right, ma'am. So, ma'am, you've mentioned that you belong to Khasi culture. So, could you please tell us something more about Khasi culture, Khasi tribe?
Yes, ma'am. So the Khasi culture, it's a small tribe in India, in the northeastern part of Meghalaya. So the Khasi tribes usually have like the Shad Suk Mynsiem festival and the Shad festival. And the Khasi is one of the prominent tribes in India, and it also follows the matrilineal social structure where the lineage and inheritance is traced to the mother.
Yeah, very different from what we observe because mostly the patriarchy sustains and it
Yeah.
prevails. But okay, this is very interesting.
So the Shad Suk Mynsiem is an annual spring festival that celebrates the agricultural harvesting of our state. So as a Khasi tribals, they usually celebrate this festival to thank God for the good harvest and prosperity. On the other hand, there is Shad Nongkrem. The Shad Nongkrem is a Thanksgiving festival, and a religious dance takes place during the autumn season, and it's a thanksgiving to God for a good harvest. And the dances takes place in the arena where young men and virgins usually dance. Like the virgins would dance, the women virgins would dance in the inner circle while the men dance in the outer circle.
So, ma'am, how's Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat in Delhi is going so far?
So the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat that I've attended in Delhi was was a wonderful experience because, to be honest, I've never experienced this kind of camp in my entire life through NCC. And the treatment, the cadets around me, they're so sweet and so welcoming, and it really fills my heart to be a part of this camp. And the best part is that they took us for this Delhi darshan that we could explore around, like India Gate, Qutub Minar, and the National War Memorial. And I feel really proud that I got to visit National War Memorial in my NCC uniform. So that proud moment.
So, ma'am, tell us your journey from a cadet to a senior under officer.
So my journey from a cadet to a senior under officer was really tough because at the start of NCC, I didn't really know what we had to do, and it was hard for me to learn, but eventually I learned. So it was tough, quite tough, but then I'm happy to be a part of the NCC family, and the drills, the parades, and everything that I've learned, the weapon training, and then these obstacle training that I've learned in NCC as well. And then, like, I've learned many things that I couldn't learn as a civilian. They opened the door to basic military training that I've experienced, and I feel really great and I'm really happy to be a part of the NCC.
And I would like to thank my parents for giving me this wonderful opportunity where I could join the NCC, because in our state, hardly they would allow their kids to join the NCC due to the studies that it might affect. But then NCC has taught me to balance both. So, yes.
So, ma'am, you were the mess in charge in Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat camp. How was that experience?
Well, that experience was really, really good because I could see like many cadets coming towards me while I was in charging and being like, "Senior, can you pass me that? Ma'am, ye khatam ho gaya, please dalo." And I have to keep going, running
Yeah.
around. And it really felt good because I enjoyed the
You enjoyed the process.
yeah, I enjoyed the process a lot because I've never I've experienced this in my battalion as well, but not the same.
Not at this large scale.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
ma'am. So, ma'am, you're dressed very beautifully. Can you tell us what are you wearing right now?
Yes, ma'am. So the one that I'm wearing in my neck, it's a coral bead. In our native language, we call it paila.
Okay.
And then the dress, the attire that I'm wearing, it's called the ginseng.
Okay.
And there are varieties of ginseng,
Mhm.
thara, made of silk and mulberry silk, and then cotton silk. It depends on the quality that you choose.
Mhm.
And by wearing this, the design down, it's like drapes.
Mhm.
It flows to the ankle. The earring that I'm wearing, in my language, we call it kaila.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, can you please tell us something about the food that you all eat in your region?
Yes, ma'am. So the Khasi cuisine consists of trumbai, jado, dokle, and
Dhokle.
dokle.
Okay, dhokle. Okay.
It's a meat chopped into small pieces
Okay.
and mixed with
Okay.
onion, salt,
Okay,
and
okay,
all.
okay.
Yeah, and like we have many other cuisines as well that I can't recall right now.
Okay.
But uh, through my experience, I've seen that black sesame seed plays an important role in our Khasi cuisine because, like, even when we cook some, like, the fermented beans, we put black sesame seeds. Even in the meat, we put black sesame seeds. So, yeah, I
So, ma'am, what's the difference that you feel in the food that you all eat in your Khasi culture and the food that we are serving in the NCC Bhavan in Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat camp?
so the food that you've been serving here in Delhi in the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat camp is quite good, to be honest, but then like it's not quite similar to our Khasi cuisine, and the way we eat it's quite different. It's quite simple, and here you guys add like a lot of masalas and all.
Right.
So
The masalas, the
yeah,
spices, the
so
flavors.
yeah, so it was quite hard at first, but then later on
It got
it
digested.
yeah, it got digested
Right.
easily.
Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. So, in the last, could you please tell a message that you would want to give to our audience listening to this?
Yes, ma'am. So, my experience in NCC and the message I would like to pass on is that being an NCC cadet is a proud sense of being a part of it as a college student, and it develops the skill of leadership, character development, and public speaking. Because to be honest, I've never spoke in a wider crowd before, but coming to NCC and being in charge of various activities has gave me the courage to speak in front of the crowd and to have that sense of leadership. And I've learned punctuality as well, and I've learned character development as well, and to never give up when times get tough and hard, because there's always a way where you can pave it out. So yes, that's all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was our honor to host you.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for hosting me, Voice of Red Hackle.
Pleasure is all ours, ma'am.
Jai
Jai
Hind.
Hind.